So we're live, Marcus, and it's draft day. But
Dun, 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 dun. Go ahead.
I didn't know we were going to kick off with the thumbnail being partly the Lion King.
The Lion King with witnesses. This is the Lion King on ice or something. Manny, which one do you think is the better thumbnail? I was going to ask you off air, but I didn't do it because we just show up and do this show.
Okay. So this one. This one?
Yeah.
I mean, because
Kinda the
Soul's
animation
already
of her
still
death.
there at the bottom,
Yeah.
I would say the first one. But had AI removed Soul at the bottom, this would probably look better.
Yeah. They didn't want to remove her at the bottom, and then I wanted to make it look like a comic book animation when they show somebody falling. They couldn't do it. They couldn't figure out what I meant by that. Of like,
But
showing
thanks
the
to
fall.
AI, they have made sure that the crowd look awful. Except that little girl.
Yeah. With the afro, right?
Yeah.
I like that guy's belly hanging over the rail. The crowd looked like they would have got some of this debris too. But yeah,
So how you doing today?
I'm exhausted, man. I just got finished working. I've been working this 9 to 5, man. It's been a rough week all damn week. But you know what? We're gonna push through. We're gonna push hard. It's draft day, baby.
Let me tell you something. I just got my sleep perfect.
Oh.
Did late show. Was exhausted on Monday. It's when we did 2 streams. Tuesday, couldn't sleep properly. I was still up to about 3 in the morning.
You should have called me, man.
I even sent a work email on Tuesday night, going into Wednesday. It's like Wednesday morning at this point. I sent a work email because I was awake, so I checked my work email because I'd been off for 2 days.
Oh no.
I sent a work email, but before I even dared to go, I'm going to send it at midnight or 12:30. No, I scheduled it to send it directly at 8:00. Also scolding someone for sending me an email on Tuesday at 10:30 at night.
Fuck them. We don't work. I'm not there all night at work, guys. Fuck them. We're not there.
And then yesterday is when I got my sleep. I was like, I felt alive. Not like, oh, I woke up, I still feel dead. I woke up, I feel alive. Like Johnny Five when he jumped up in the air at the end of Short Circuit 2, where he said, I feel alive, and he was all gold. That's how I felt.
Yep. Oh man, he woke up all gold. What a great scene. What a great moment. I have never been happier for anybody more in my life than when he was like, I'm alive and was in all gold. I'm just saying. Johnny Five was the man. He was the man. And then Terminator made me think robots are evil. Fuck.
Well, there was a moment in Short Circuit 2 where he was evil.
Yep.
He went bad.
That was Johnny Five. Man, we just, you know what? As I reminisce about old movies and times like that, I just feel like we had it so great. How did we go so wrong? How did we fuck all this up? How do we get the shit we get now? Like, I just wonder. But that's not what we're here to talk about today.
Oh, really?
I wish. When you're talking about you couldn't sleep at 3 in the morning, man, hit me up. We can do a show. I've always wanted to do a radio show at 1 a.m. and just be babbling about crazy shit, the conspiracies and half sleep nonsense. The Insomniac show.
Yeah, but I'm the one that's half asleep. I'm going to be on half asleep. You're going to be relatively awake.
Yeah. I only think about myself, okay? I'm willing to do it at 1 in the morning my time to just talk about nonsense.
By the way, this is a great look for you.
Oh, thank you.
It's almost like you're wearing a bow tie too. And it complements whatever you're wearing. So like you don't even need a tie.
Yep. I thought that through. Yep. That's why I don't wear a tie with this one. So
nice.
It's a good look. You know,
it's very good.
I'm a fashionista on the side. My job don't appreciate the way I dress though.
Except for the podcast where I got called look horrible for years.
Yeah, I got called bald today. I got called fat. I got called old. I got called slow, but in the like speed way. And then
what you're saying
someone
is you need the
criticized
slow
my
title, not the speed title. You need the slow title.
It takes some days. He's so fucking lazy. And I got called, and then my sweater got called up for being very wrinkly. And I was like, I don't care, guys. I'm at work. I just throw it on. I don't care. Okay. But that was my day. But my day has to. Oh, go ahead.
There's no real news, so like we can carry on this positive banter.
Okay, I was going to ask, did you see the Hogan doc?
No. Instead, I went and watched Michael.
Absolutely. That's cool. Awesome. How was that?
For the large part, I enjoyed it, but I know it's a biopic, and technically you should, like, if you know the Michael Jackson story, you should be able to fill in the blanks yourself. But as I was a kid for most of this, I can't fill in most of the blanks. And I don't really want to go back in time and go like, oh, let me look it all up. There's a lot of like story elements that are kind of left out, or like they didn't go into too much depth. But like obviously the performances, and obviously the music. Everyone loves the music.
Nah, the music's not even a question. Yeah, it's basically a sing along.
Yeah, watching his nephew, his actual nephew, is Jafar Jackson, right?
Yep.
I believe. Yeah, his performance killed it. Even the young kid that played Michael as well when he was in Jackson 5.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they had stellar performances. The guy playing Joseph Jackson, great.
He called. I'm assuming they call him Joseph in the movie. They don't call him Joe.
Joseph most part, but then eventually the record label start calling him Joe.
Yeah, the regular. Yeah, it's exactly how I remember it growing up. Like the family always called him Joseph, or his wife always called him Joseph, and stuff like that. I heard they left Janet Jackson off the movie completely, or.
I think it's either her or LaToya. I can't remember. They don't always reference
they don't talk
her.
about the sister. Yeah, I heard they didn't. According to somebody, they didn't reference the sisters or something. He was like, he was
LaToya's in it, I think. Yeah, LaToya's in it though. I think
they said
there's a
Janet's
scene with her dealing with the fan mail with him.
Okay. Well, you know what?
But,
shout out to that though.
Yeah, no, but then I think what's the only other thing that I don't really have that many critiques other than like the story bit, but like it's Michael. Like you're going there for the music and the good vibes.
You're going for the nostalgia and the vibes. Like I saw the critics gave it like, Rotten Tomato, they had it low or something. I don't remember the actual number, like 30 or 40%, something like that. And I was like, who's going there not going for vibes? They were looking for deep and like no one is going for a Oscar maybe earth-shattering visual brilliant masterpiece. We're going for Michael.
You're going for Michael.
You're going for just to see for nostalgia.
There's one thing I need to tell you that you might, if I'm assuming you're going to go see this.
100%. I wouldn't be black if I didn't see it.
I'm gonna say something to you. There's probably when you come out of there. I'm just saying it because I ended up doing it, and I had to control myself. I started speaking like Michael for about 2 hours.
but Manny.
It's so beautiful.
It's so beautiful. I don't understand. It's so smoky. My favorite thing about this legend of Michael, that was his stage voice. But he also had a real voice apparently, where he just sounded like an angry black man or something. They said, he's like, get these niggas out of here. Like, damn, Mike. But yeah, I always wanted, like, if I were to make like a Michael Jackson movie. One, I have a question. I know they don't address any of the controversies of Michael, but do you think they need the part 2? Because they filmed a lot of other stuff that they were going to release if this was successful, but they can't film it because they couldn't release it because of legal rights or something, because of the pending lawsuits.
I think they said the only reason they're going to do it is if it makes money, right?
Yeah.
I think they probably will, but there's so much more to it. Like,
yeah, my question is, would you want to see it?
I would. I would, because my Michael fandom started when I was about maybe 6.
Damn, I can't even.
That's
remember.
92. That's 92, and I think it cuts off there.
Nice.
It's whenever
Manny's like, no Super Bowl. I don't think it's a Super Bowl in there, right? Yeah. No
Yeah, so
Super Bowl,
there's
no
so
Free
much
Willy.
there's so much more about his career that like hasn't even happened. But
Yeah.
I think from some of the reviews I've watched to see if they coincided with some of my thinking afterwards.
Yeah.
There's a part. I think the whole third act kind of just is cut or fucked up completely because of the court case or
Yeah, they had to cut it
the
all
lawyer
off.
thing. Yeah, so they had to come up with some try and tie it all in into an ending. So like it doesn't. That's why I say the story and stuff like that. It feels disjointed a bit.
Yeah.
But other than that, like that's not probably the reason you go in there.
No. You're just going for the stuff. Like I swear, like I have no intentions other than go and just I want to hear a few songs. I want to be like, man, I miss Michael, shit like that. You know, oh man, oh look at him do that. Look at him do the dance move. See a little dancing, and you know, you
Yeah.
get out. It just should be like that, and I don't think it should be more
And
than
then I
that.
got
The neighbors are going wild, I guess. Oh, you
I
got
got
it.
I got it.
That's fantastic. That is fantastic. That
However, when
I
carrying
don't-
it home, it did look like a flashlight.
Hey, Manny, I pass no judgment, man. I'm not yucking your yum, man. If you want to use the Michael Jackson microphone to the flashlight, go ahead and do it, Manny. Go ahead and do it.
I'll play. I'll do it with while playing Earth Song. What have you done to the world?
No, you got to do it with playing Human Nature. Why? Tell them that it's human nature.
That song's too nice.
You can dirty it up with
Ruin
that.
song. You can't ruin that song.
Hey, as long as you're not doing it with She's Out of My Life, Manny, then it's weird. She's out of my life. Someone saw me shaking up a juice, and it was funny because I wouldn't expect this guy to make a jerking off joke, but I was shaking up this juice, a bottle, and then he goes, hey, you shouldn't be doing that in public. And I go like, what the fuck? You don't make that joke. I make those jokes. Not you.
No. So J.K. Smith said, "Good morning, afternoon. Ric Flair's real mad. The Jets did the right move, but we'll mess it up." To be fair, I thought they were gonna get that. They were gonna pick Reese, not the guy we got.
Where'd you guys draft? I haven't seen any of the draft. I don't know what's going on.
We drafted an edge rusher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we went Bailey instead of Reese, but I mean, we need to rush a quarterback anyway. We can't rush. We can't rush for shit at the moment anyway.
You guys get a quarterback?
No, the only
you probably
quarterback
haven't
went
got
to
there
the
yet.
he went to the Raiders, but then I was like, do you know what? He didn't even go to the ceremony live. He decided to stay
he
at home
didn't?
with his family, and I was
that's
like, that
the
just
boy
shows
from,
to me. Yeah, that shows to me that he can't handle New York City.
Yeah, he ain't ready for it. No, they're in Pittsburgh. They're in Pittsburgh. They're in Pittsburgh
Yeah,
for the draft.
but if he went to New York City, the city would eat him up. That's because he didn't even go to that live crowd. They would eat him up with the negativity.
Honestly, I feel like the Raiders is a good fit for. I forget his first name, but I think it's Fernandez, right? I can't remember his actual name.
Something like that. Yeah. So Ric Flair's big mad, Marcus. He even went after Stevie. He went after Stevie, and he said he couldn't. The guy with the toys got angry that he couldn't remember his name. He was like, he knew my name. I was like, he didn't know your name.
He didn't know your name. You know what? You know how long this show didn't know your name? A long fucking time, Mr. Romero. A long fucking time. And the reason I said Mr. Romero because I forgot what your first name was. I was going to say Rocky Romero.
James.
It's James.
James Romero. If he was Mexican or Colombian.
I don't think there's a James in either one. I don't think they go by that. Now, Jaime is a different story. I don't think
No, there was a James Rodriguez. He used to play for Real Madrid.
Oh, he went by James?
Yeah, James Rodriguez.
Oh, shit. I only know James. I've never heard a Spanish person go by James. Unless I just call him
But I think he
James
was Colombian. He wasn't Mexican.
Oh, okay. That's probably.
Yeah.
Why? But James, I never thought of it that way. All right. But Ric Flair big mad over this, and I just will do the shut up, Rick. Who cares? I don't.
Apparently, he was banned. He was banned from WrestleMania because he threatened to kill Tiffany Stratton's boyfriend at the time, Ludwig Kaiser.
Yeah. I think he was banned because of his AEW connection at one point. I don't think no one cared about the Ludwig Kaiser thing. I think they didn't fear that he would actually hurt Ludwig Kaiser in his face. What did Ludwig do to Charlotte other than I guess slid in her DMs. Like I don't know what he said in those things, but
Yeah.
it seems like Charlotte's okay. I feel like Charlotte seems mentally and better since I don't know her personally or anything like that, but it just seems like she seems happier now that she's not with Ludwig, not with Andrade, not with it seems like anybody, and just seems to be living her life.
Well,
She's
she
like
took
she's
a
living
picture
her
with the
best life.
bouncy boy the other day.
I saw that and I was
yesterday.
like, he smashed.
But I believe the four horsewomen are taking him in because there's a picture of him in a robe on the beach with Bailey.
Oh,
There's the video with him and Becky where she said she's adopted him, and
yep. I
now
remember seeing
Charlotte. Now he has to find Mercedes and go for the quadruple.
I don't know how you're gonna get bougie ass Mercedes to do this. I like Mercedes' run on the Indies and in AEW and all that stuff, but I just feel like the story and the money is always going back to WWE. And I know it's a shit show over there, but I just feel like
I think she's eventually going to come home.
Yeah, I just feel like it's this business left on the table, and no pun intended because she left the titles on the table. But I mean, like I feel like she needs to be with the other horsewomen, and I think we need to have one last run with all of them because they're all getting up there in age. I know wrestlers are going to their 40 and 50 these days, but I don't want to see them in their mid 40s trying to do this. I want to see it at the maybe in the last stretch of their career in their late 30s, maybe early 40s. To just get it out the way.
I assume. I mean, I'm happy for her to continue having the matches she cannot have in WWE, and that's including her having matches with the likes of whenever they bring people in from Stardom and CMML and stuff like that. Because, yeah, they are kind of dream matches, and like that's something on a notch of like her career where she can go, yeah, you know what, I've done that. That's a full career. Whereas in comparison to when you look at someone like Charlotte, who's done everything imaginable in WWE, and Bailey and Becky, it's still not a full career. You've done everything in the Fed.
Yeah. I want people to branch out, and I hope they all actually get to sample some stuff. My question for you about Mercedes, and I know we are eventually getting on topic, and I don't want to go too long. I don't want to keep you up in the middle of the night for all this, but do you think, or do you feel, has Dan ever said that he tried to get Mercedes? I don't know what her asking prices are. I know she does free shows, but has she ever even? Do you think
he hasn't said. He hasn't said he hasn't. He hasn't said he'll never. But he did say if he did, the prices of the tickets would probably have to go up.
Yeah. She's a star. I would love to see her against Sapphire Reed or Anita Vaughn or Rio or Sessions Moth or I'm blanking on somebody. I mean Sapphire Reed. I would love to see all those matches.
So look, I get the feeling Session Moth's our age. She's a lot more older than like the likes of Sapphire Reed, who's like probably 20 or 21 right now. But I think Sapphire Reed, Anita Vaughn are so good, they're gonna get signed.
Yeah.
Those two are gonna get signed. They're either gonna be in AEW or WWE. Anita Vaughn's already had a WWE tryout last year.
Yeah.
So they're on the radar.
Yeah.
They are very much on the radar. I believe Rio is on the radar as well. She's so good too. And it's a testament to how good the British independent scene has recovered since NXT UK. Because they literally just stripped everyone out. Yeah, they stripped everybody out from there. But Lizzie Rain's debuting on NXT next week.
Yeah.
Who was Rain Leverkusen, but like I thought for sure we wouldn't see her for another 6 months because they only just announced that she signed to NXT, signed to the Performance Center. What, maybe a month ago?
Maybe a month ago. Maybe two. Maybe one. And I was like, oh, I don't know who this is, but you know.
And then debuted straight away.
I'm excited. We don't have someone like that. We don't have someone that's into the 80s or 90s punk rock scene kind of rock and roll, old school rock and roll kind of look. We don't have that right now currently, or haven't had it for a long time. So I look forward to her debut next week. Do you ready to jump into regular NXT proper this week?
Oh, you want to go to NXT first?
Absolutely. I thought it was, I know people are raving about the Dynamite match with Darby Allin and Ciampa, but I thought NXT had the better show this week. I just enjoyed it more. I don't know what it was. I felt like the stories came to a head. It felt like farewells. It felt like an end to everything. You could kind of sense who may be caught up and who may be who they think are the future of NXT on this show. So
Okay, can we start? Can I start with one particular part?
go ahead.
Keanu Reeves murdering.
Hold on, no, Manny, hold on, don't say it because you said Keanu Reeves. Don't mix that nice man up with this mean bastard known as Keanu Carver.
Keanu Carver.
That's the only reason I cut you off.
Keanu Carver murdering Joe Hendry
Yes.
in a stoppage because he was dominating too much.
Yeah, I don't know if there's ever been someone called up to the main roster. I mean, I guess I don't know if there was two people who have died on their way to the main roster. Joe is making his, I think it's Raw debut this week.
He's making a Raw debut on Monday, but Marcus, he's supposed to have a concert. This man is murdered.
This man was murdered. He was murdered. It was over. And you know what, Manny? I don't know how you react to this, but every time he hit him and slammed him and kept hitting him, I was like, yeah. Yes. Continue. Let the hate flow through you, Keanu.
I was thinking that, but at the same time, I had that in my forefront brain. Mm-hmm. The vision of stop, he's already dead.
But yeah, it's a massacre, and I feel like they're setting Keanu Carver up to be the man of NXT. Like, I can't see anybody else being. Sorry about this. Let me close that out. I don't know if there's anybody else they featured to be as dominant or as the person that's going to be the champion soon. The replacement to Oba and Trick and everybody else that was coming up. And the Keanu Carver seems like that's their chosen one. Like, we're going straight back to a bruiser, and he's just slightly different for Oba Femi because Oba was more, I'm the ruler and all that. Keanu's just fucking crazy. He's like Kim
he's wild. He's wild and, not wild, the word's unhinged, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't even know. It's just a madman.
Because I assume wild to like Umaga and Kamala where they were crazy.
Yeah. Or I even consider wild like
but they needed a handler, Marcus. I don't think Keanu needs a handler to keep him in check.
He wilding out. Like, I think that we've come a long way from this kind of character being basically like Lars Sullivan, was that his name? I think whatever. Or some of the I can't remember any of these old NXT tactics. What's that team? The Ascension, any of those guys or Bronze Breaker? I just feel like they wanted basically Mike Tyson, the wrestler, who is just you never know when he's gonna go off. And I thought they worked. I thought everything worked right there. I was a fan of Joe. Do you think
the LFG royalty that they have down there, Evander Holyfield's son, is going to be brought up to the NXT to be paired with him, like as a underling? Do you know how destructive that team would be?
They would be the most destructive team since like the Road Warriors as a team. Like,
yeah, they'd be destructive.
Like just their physique, the look, the feel. Like I feel like they have the same kind of energy. And I'm not just saying it because they're black. If you just watch both of them,
no, that's why I said that. They seem to have
kinda,
they seem to be the same kind of character, even though he's not really playing a character in NFG, but he seems to have the same kind of style. What they've tried to already position in NFG, so explosive. And like Keanu Carver is very explosive, and the character he's playing is like, okay, anyone can get these hands.
And I think he's perfect for NXT. He's going to develop a personality and some mic skills, and even his in-ring still needs a little bit of work. But I'm looking forward to seeing his growth. Like he's the number one guy you probably want to be like, oh, I want to see what happens with him so far. And I know like Sean Legacy and stuff like that. There's a lot of other people, EK Prosper. There's a lot of people who are in this project. Like, we want to see them develop. And members of Dark State.
I'm more drawn to the taller people. The taller people that have something to them. Sean Legacy's cool, but he has nothing to him at the moment.
No, he's just a guy.
Yeah,
Jack Cartwheel.
I think that's what led to this slight argument that happened in the mid card mess.
Oh, it was already, I missed it. Damn it! I like jumping in these.
It wasn't a major argument. It was
Or
more
like watching.
I was watching. It was someone that said, people really out here thinking Melo is on the same level as Javon, Oba, and Trick.
And Trick, yeah.
I gave my two pennies in that, but my whole point is they're all tall and they have presence and they have a character that the audience can connect to. Someone my height saying that they are him ain't gonna work for me, buddy.
No, you know how I think Melo can work, and I think they will not do this because they're on separate shows, and I don't think they will ever do this. We got a Black Four Horsemen, not a Nation of Domination, a Black Four Horsemen. The four of them are actually perfect together. Melo and Javon with Trick and Oba. Melo and Javon probably, because I don't think Oba needs to be attacked. Or you put maybe Oba and Melo maybe to help Melo out with size. Or no, I go Melo Trick maybe. That's I don't want any combinations, but I think that
Marcus,
it will work.
There's one problem here. There's one problem here.
Would be fucking
There's one
crazy.
problem here.
Yeah.
I can't ever see Oba and Trick's egos working together. Like
they're different. They're so much different. Yeah.
In character mode, because it'd be the same as that time Ricky and Trick were on Team NXT versus Team TNA, and they were just completely disjointed. That's how I imagine this team to be working immediately out the gate.
And then Oba would have to be like the Arn of the group. Like he can't be any or the Arn of the Oli or the Barry Windham, one of those guys. He has to be the muscle of the group or the workhorse of the group. And it just seemed like it'd be a dope ass faction. Yeah, Melo would be Tully. Rick is Trick, obviously. And Javon is something different because he wrestles like none of those people. But I would like to see that. But speaking of a faction similar to that, Dark State is in shambles. As in the Sugar Man got himself.
The Sugar Man went into business for himself. The Sugar Man went into business for himself.
Yeah, so the Sugar Man cost Dion Lennox the title by sticking his head in the business, and tons of interference in this match, which I am not a fan of, but lots of interference from Dark State. It was just to tell the story. And Dion and the Sugar Man collide heads. Dion gets pinned. And it costs him the North American title. The Sugar Man then goes to the back and goes talking to Stone. Stone, you gotta give him another title match. And somehow he gets himself the title match. Which, you know what, Dion? You selfish bastard. You know good selfish bastard. Someone else has to get a title shot. You seem to fail. Or you have bad luck or curse. I'm just saying, like, you're currently the quarterback of the Jets. Or defense against the Dark Arts. You are not gonna, it's not working.
The Jets are on the clock again.
Oh, dude, I wish we had the sound effect. You know, we should next year, Manny. I think we should cover the draft, but do it completely different. Like we'll watch the draft and see what they pick, but we'll be the ones calling out the numbers, and we'll put the sign, and we should Manny be like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" They picked him.
Once we get some Samoan that we can't even pronounce the name of.
You know who it is. Number 25! From the Ohio State, number 25.
One of the draftees in the first 10 picks has got my government name, and it's spelt differently, but it's the same name. And I was just like, whoa.
Family. We in the money, y'all. Manny's going cousin. Trying to blow his money. And then turn and betray him by leaking news stories to TMZ and shit.
So yeah, Dark State's in shambles. Mariah May, Blake Monroe.
It's all right.
Was buried.
She was buried, guys.
In a casket built for Yokozuna, what it felt like.
Yeah, Shiloh overdid it. He might be the best carpenter in the game today, man. He may have passed the Undertaker for carpentry because that shit was well done. It didn't break off the hinges. It held
there was velvet inside. There was velvet inside.
Yeah, I don't know where he got the money. It seems like Shiloh made the best casket ever, but this is one of the most enjoyable casket matches I've seen in a long time. I I thought the spot where she closed the lid and the belt, the title of Blake Monroe, her fake title is the reason she didn't win that match. It's such good storytelling. I thought that was brilliant. I like the dollhouse spot, although she didn't crash all the way through it.
I like the pearls as a default move, as a default weapon.
Yeah, pearls and the diamonds, right? Were they diamonds?
Or maybe was it diamonds? Probably diamonds.
It was diamonds. It was diamonds. And I just enjoyed it. I had fun with this match. I thought it was probably the best Tatum Paxley match. And I thought once Blake landed in that casket, I thought we were going to get the credits of the end at the end of it, like when she lost. And then I like the story of the Vanity Project being catfished by Shiloh, essentially. And took it to the bar, which made his epic return, which was booming.
With Bailey, who's a different name now.
Yeah. And the bar was booming. Man, the bar was booming. I don't know who's the management now, but the bar was booming.
No, it was not booming, Marcus. It just looked like it had been given a facelift. It was under new management.
Yeah,
but same level of amount of clientele in there. No one.
No. I thought they doubled with clientele because you had Bailey Humphries. I don't know what her new name is, and then you had the Vanity Project. But you also had like 5 or 6 people rambling in the background. And I was like, that's business. Back in the day, it was just Gallus. It was just Gallus. So, but I thought it was a good casket match. I think Blake is going to be on SmackDown this Friday.
Yeah, I think Blake being called up. I also think JC and Fallon might be getting called up.
Yep. I didn't see him on the show.
Because they weren't on the show at all, were they?
If I recall. No. They weren't on. They were only brought up in passing. And they may call all 3 of them up, but I don't know. I didn't see any of these 2 on the show, and I believe they're going up. They've been going back and forth, apparently, about JC showing up on SmackDown and Rey Mysterio switching to SmackDown, apparently. I saw that according to bodyslam.net, a real trustworthy news source.
That technically is these days, you know.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why. I used to shit on that, but they seem to be getting the leak. They have somebody on the inside finally.
Yeah, them and WrestleVotes. They're one of the most outside of Fightful. They're some of the, like, when you hear like from Fightful quoting that Body Slam or WrestleVotes claim this, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Are we just?
It might be.
All right, I'm gonna start leaking news stories in the street. Actually, in the street. I'm gonna get a camera and just live stream from the street.
We should go with Lord Manny Hayes leaks.com, and then after your news story, you just be writing bullshit articles all day, and eventually you're gonna start hitting. Eventually you're gonna start getting hits. I mean, they were taking. I believe bodyslam.net and WrestleVotes were sometimes taking big swings at sometimes and making up shit, but they finally got a source. They could be a real credible news source at this point. But let's go into the main event. Zaria is sold. They end this drama with the death of Ruca, essentially. I don't know how I feel about the ending. I feel Soul looks really stupid. Yeah, I feel Soul looks so stupid. Go ahead.
I didn't like it. There was a nice moment you could have ended there, or you could have had Soul. You could have had Soul be the one that's like, she says, "No, sorry, I love you," and the shove her, and then Zaria would have become a martyr, and Zaria would have been able to take that energy and become a top babyface in NXT. Because what they're lacking now, if JC goes up and if JC and Fallon go up, what real baddies do they have? What true heels have they got? They ain't got that Izzi Dame. Nah, ain't working for me.
Yeah, that ain't working.
And then who else?
Women, go ahead. So women-wise, they have Kalani. I don't take her serious enough.
She ain't a good heel.
No. They could always switch Jada back to heel if they want to keep her down there. They're gonna call what's her name? They can call some of their or Callie Armstrong. They can turn into a heel if they want to.
I'm assuming Soul's going up as well. I'm assuming Soul's going to appear on SmackDown. She's going to return from the dead.
Soul on SmackDown, not Raw.
Yeah,
I think she's going to stay on Raw. And I have another theory. So as she crashed down and died and hit the back of her head. I hope Soul's okay. Maybe concussed. I don't think that's why she's appearing on SmackDown.
Hashtag Zaria's unsafe.
Yeah, Zaria's a menace. Fire Zaria. Hashtag she's dangerous. She's another Ridge Holland. Nah. She did nothing in this scenario. It's all Soul.
She's harming black business. What are you talking about?
But Betty, I'm going to ask this question because I'll answer after you, I guess. They going to call up Zaria too?
I don't think so.
You don't think?
I think if I'm WWE and I'm talking about like Triple H and the other lot that make decisions for who's going to be on the main roster, I think they need to see more of Zaria before they can bring her up. Because they gave Soul everything, even with Zaria attached to her, but you never really got to see that much as Zaria.
Mm-hmm.
I think you really need to see what Zaria can do on her own before you throw her in the deep end on SmackDown and Raw.
So I can see her fitting on that SmackDown show. It's a 3-hour show. They have no women's division. And so I see going to Raw. I feel like Zaria will fit right there, along with... Maybe she could be their third with JC and Fallon to give them credibility. And the faction's built around Zaria instead. I just thought about different ways that... I feel like Zaria's gone too. I feel like that was the end. Like, she can stay on NXT, be the top heel, chase Lola Vice, beat Lola Vice, be a dominant champion, or she can go to SmackDown to become the United States champion or fight Rhea for the title on the main roster. Because I don't even know who Rhea's going to fight on SmackDown. I know you can go with Stratton and separate Charlotte and bring out tired Alexa Bliss or some shit. But I wouldn't mind someone fresh going there or try to heat up Jordynne Grace or some shit. But I would say I could slot Zaria in there, or I could slot a team Zaria with Jordynne Grace to make a tag team out of them to try to get something out of that.
I mean they really do need to get something out of Jordynne Grace at the same time because
they called her up too soon.
They called her up in January
with no momentum.
No momentum.
Yeah.
It didn't make sense to call her up at that time. And then they really set her back by having her put in a title match against Jade and then lose.
Yeah.
That was the dumbest decision ever.
I would like to see them. I know this may seem harsh or a demotion because I know you guys aren't the biggest fan of Jordynne, but I think if they should have kept her on NXT to be that face, because I know the CW wants to keep some established names on there. I think Jordynne Grace would have fit perfect for the women's division until she develops more character, personality, or gets some momentum behind her.
But Marcus, they haven't given me any reason to like.
Yeah,
they haven't given me any reason to like Jordynne Grace. Like,
no, I think they haven't did anything with her since she's signed. Yeah, they haven't did anything with her in WWE, and that's what I'm basing everything off of. She's lost every match in NXT. She's lost every match on SmackDown. I see no reason for her to be on the main roster. I'll send her down and have her establish something in NXT.
So the Jets have just drafted a tight end called Kenyon Sadiq, who apparently is an explosive athlete, desire to block, and he's from Oregon.
Okay.
I don't know anything about him.
I'm always in support of getting a good tight end because it seems like most of the Super Bowl teams, that you always have that good tight end now, a good receiving.
No, most of the good teams have two good tight ends.
Yeah, so you got to have at least two good tight ends. You need someone that can block, run, catch, and all that. And I feel like a good tight end is a good foundation for an offense to begin because whether it's Antonio Gates, Tony Gonzalez, or Gronk, or what's his name? I'm blanking out on the Ram. Cooper Kupp, or not Cooper Kupp.
Kupp's a wide receiver.
No, it's someone else. I'm blanking out. I don't care enough anymore. Fuck it. You need a good tight end. I know I'm blanking out on names. I can't think.
Overall, NXT was a good show, but in all honesty, Marcus, I really enjoyed Dynamite.
Oh, what? I thought this was a sure win for NXT. I thought it was a fun show, but Dynamite was a straight up wrestling show.
Yeah, it was a wrestling show. Basically, 2 matches stood out to me, and 1 strike for me.
Ooh. What's the strike?
Do you want to start with the strike?
Yeah, let's start with the strike. Why not? Let's get it out of our system before Eric gives 1,000 strikes for AEW breathing or something.
So I enjoyed the match between Mark Davis and Will Ospreay, but I
Yeah,
think there's a fine line that they're kind of edging between
they were going too far.
of this playing this injury angle
Yep.
because something bad's gonna happen and it's gonna be like tempting fate. I feel,
Oh,
and
you're going with.
it started off with Will barely the commentary going, Will barely got cleared for this match. If he barely gets cleared as a promoter, don't you think you'd be like, yeah, you take this one off?
Yeah, yeah. I don't understand the story they're telling with Will right now. He's beat up and they're stopping matches over it. Doctors are getting involved every match. I just think it's a ridiculous. I don't know where we're going with this. What are we supposed? Is he supposed to miraculously heal? Are they going to tease a career-ending injury? Like I don't understand the story that Will's going on at all. I'm seeing him. He just seems like he's just getting his ass kicked.
There's that, and then they likened it to Darby, who then went on to say he'll be defending the title every week. It seems like till his wheels fall off. I don't think this is the right way you book a show.
No, because we know both of these guys. Will's gonna go for it. Darby's gonna go for it.
Yeah.
Every match you see of them, you go, "Oh God, I hope they're okay."
Yeah.
Like for one, if you go into Darby, he got the I don't think it's called. This is the fairy tale ending. I don't know what he calls
I think it is the fairy tale ending.
Is that the fairy tale ending?
Yeah.
I thought that was the Angel's Wings thing.
The Willow's Wings or whatever his daughter's name is. I thought.
Oh, okay.
No, Willow's Peak or Widow's Peak.
Is that what?
Willow's.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about, Manny. You know damn well what I'm talking about. Both men shouldn't be doing this. Ciampa, you too old to be doing shit like this. When you landed on your hip bone, I felt that shit. Okay? That's the kind of shit that I was like this. And on the flip side, Will, I believe, took like a power driver on the hardest part of the ring where I was like, he's dead.
Yeah.
Like, I am concerned. And I don't want to be concerned every single week for two guys who are going to, I know, bust their ass, but for matches that people are going to be hyped about for a week or two and then never talk about again.
I know, right? And the strike's not for Will. The strike is for the booking of that match or the producer of that match. I just don't think it's a good idea. I don't like the idea of tempting fate. I just don't like it. Cause
I just don't get it. That's my.
Do you know when you hear people talk about their family on the show? He talks about the wife, the kid, whatever.
That's my.
You think about you did that. You did that. Come on, man.
Yeah, you're a family together. I want to give a strike to the wife. I want to give a strike to the wife, Manny. The wife is getting the biggest strike of the show.
She didn't seem to care.
Yeah, so there's one thing for the Renee and John Moxley relationship we all know, and it's kind of mentioned briefly, and you kind of question, Renee, your husband's killing people and trying to maim people.
Wait, we didn't even talk about it. Will got kidnapped.
No. What?
Yeah, the Death Riders.
Oh, yeah, Death Riders. Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, we did skip over that. Yeah.
The match got cancelled.
The match got called off. Yeah.
And then as Mark Davis decides, I'm going to power drive him again.
Yeah.
The Death Riders circle the ring. And then they're like, oh, no. And the Will's ours.
Yeah.
And they just take him.
Yeah, so I believe this is leading to probably some type of anarchy in the arena or something at Double or Nothing, where Will join the Death Riders to fight the Callis family. I feel like that's where we're going with that. I don't know when Blood and Guts is, but I know Double or Nothing, we normally get like a Stadium Stampede Anarchy and Arena kind of deal. So I believe that's where we're going with that. I forgot all about that, Manny. Thank you for reminding me. We're too busy giving strikes. I think that's a smart decision, but I still don't understand Will's injury story. That's the problem that's bugging me. Like, I'm like...
No, but this is the thing is, Marcus, if Will isn't a Stadium Stampede match at Wembley, I'm gonna be.
Oh no, not Wembley.
I'm gonna be. I for one know I'm gonna be here, and I'm going to be furious, and I'm gonna act like I was there and be furious.
So I don't think you're getting Stadium Stampede for Will at All In. I think you're probably gonna end up, if they're playing their cards right, it should be Darby or whoever Darby's going to lose to. at Stadium Stampede, and then Will should be the main event in his home country for the title. And they should finally crown on Will this year.
So the only reason I interjected and threw in that reminded you that the Death Rider kidnapped Will is the fact that Renee's interviewing Alex
Windsor. The strike. Windsor. That's the biggest strike in the world. This is the biggest strike. Because it's literally like the next segment, I think, right?
Yeah. Why are you not reacting that they just taken your husband?
Yeah, they kidnapped your husband, and your husband may not be able to feel his left arm, as the doctor said. Like, he may have serious neck damage. John Moxley ain't no doctor. I don't care what he said to you. You should have something more. Instead, she's like, I forgot what she was talking about, honestly, because I was laughing, going, isn't that your husband, Renee? Not Renee, Alex. Isn't that your husband? That's
and then also, like, Renee totally okay with her husband just taking men.
Yeah. Well, she's okay with whatever Ramita Shafir's job is. Like, Renee's just living life. Her husband's wilding out, committing massive crimes.
Is Renee a cuck?
Renee the cuck.
I haven't seen it the other way around.
I'm sure
I didn't think it go the other way around. I thought it was only the men watching the other. I didn't think it went the other way.
Maybe she's a dom too. Maybe she's a bit of a dominatrix, and because you can imagine John wanted to be whipped and beat up and shit, because that's all his matches in blood.
Strangle me.
Yeah, strangle me, bitch. I'm a little whore. I'm a little slut. Hit me. like I can see him doing that, and I can see Renee watching that shit. And reporting on it like she's... This is Renee Baguette sideline.
Wait, do you imagine she's like this as it's going on in the background?
Glenn's position. Just over there talking about, John told me today his asshole really hurts, so there would be no butt play today. So, Renee, get out that chair. Get out that chair. Get out the cuck chair, Renee. She might be, man. She might be. There could be some wild hot shit going on in the Moxley household. But yeah, my main thing I don't understand what's going on. Well, back to the Darby Allin situation. I'm gonna put all the AEW championship into like one circle. MJF demanded a title shot or rematch, calling Darby a little punk and a bitch and all that. If you don't fight him tonight, he's confronted by the Jet. The Jet comes out there with his meaningless TNT title. And he started talking. And he started saying, I'm the Jet, and this is the Jet, and I'm the Jet, and I'm the Jet. And who's the Jet? And I'm the Jet, and I'm the Jet. As MJF said. And MJF replied with that. I was like, that's kind of what he said. He said absolutely nothing. And so he rips him a new one, and then next week they talk and they end up with a match next week. MJF forgot about that world title really quick, I guess. But he was all throughout the show talking about it. So we eventually get to Darby, who's going to, I guess, defend every week against different opponents. He's basically Melo's open challenge with the AEW Championship.
I don't think you should be doing this with the world title.
No. It should feel perceived. You shouldn't just give it to some rinky-dink guy off the street. Now, Brody had a title match back at Revolution and whatnot. Or number one contenders match? I can't even remember what. It was a title match, right?
He had a title match because he killed him. He killed him on a Dynamite. And then he had another match. Was it the show in Australia?
I thought it was what was the last one? Not Revolution, but what was the last one? No, that was Kenny. I don't know when he fought him. It may have been Australia. It may have been what's that show called? Grand Slam. It may have been Grand Slam.
It might have been Grand Slam.
I don't remember when the fuck Brody got that title match. He is someone in the contender. Ciampa had no business being near the title. No business being near the title. They had a fantastic match. But I never believed Ciampa was beating Darby Allin. He's not losing that first title defense. But it was a really good match. Ciampa called Darby his wrestling soulmate, which is high compliment. I always thought that was Gargano or some shit. But He went out there. They had a banger of a match. And then next week, we're getting Brody King against Darby Allin, where Darby will fall on his back and go do some stunts and be the most beat-up champion we've ever seen until he's wrestling in a full body class in a hotel like this. I mean, in a hospital like this, and they roll him to the ring, and he loses to a big splash by Tito Santana or some shit. So, that's the most random name ever. I don't know why. But...
Could you think of T.O. Jackson? That's what you were thinking about.
Maybe. Who do you think in these Darby Open challenges? Because this can't go more than 6 weeks. I don't think. Who's the guy you have beating him? Do you just do MJF again and bring it back?
I think it'll end up being MJF again because he's going to be too beat up.
Yeah. I think MJF could take advantage of it. That seemed like it makes the most sense. If it wasn't MJF, who else would you do? Would you do Kenny? Would you?
I think it got to be Kenny.
Gamble with someone else out there?
After Will inspired him, you my hero. And Kenny getting up the table like, yeah, I can do it. What perfect time to beat up a broken Darby Allin.
Yeah, I hope it's Kenny, and I hope Kenny beats Darby Allin for the title, and then maybe Manny, which I think you must go. I think there's no choice. You have to go all in. Kenny and Will, all in Wembley Stadium for the AEW Championship to finally crown Will. After that hero thing, you have a story built up. I can see the video package now where I'm going, you're my hero, Will. And then them doing the documentary, like, they go over their whole careers and all their matches they've had. Because this would be the tie, right? Just break the tie? From the recent history.
Yeah, I think so.
But I think they're 1-1. There was one at Forbidden Door, and then there was one, it may have been Dynasty or Wrestle Dream or something like that. I can't remember the other one. Oh, no, it was Wrestle Kingdom. Wrestle Kingdom, and then Forbidden Door, I think, was their 2. And they can do the rubber match at All In. I think that's the perfect way to do that.
For the title, yeah, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I'll put in the notes. Oh, go ahead.
My favorite match of the night was Mina versus Shida.
Oh!
That was so good!
It was alright.
I missed... It's because I miss Shida too much. And then this is like, I mean, all the other matches she's been in recently have not been like exactly like competitive, to say the least.
I thought it was a good match. I still, God damn, I should have got water before I did this. I'm like choking on my own saliva.
I mean, you can still get it. It's not like the kitchen's that far away.
I'm gonna power through this, man. I'm powering through this. All right. Yeah, no force. I don't know what they're doing with Shida and Statlander.
Oh, they're gonna fight. You know they are.
It seems like it, but or are they just gonna keep them as a team and be frenemies?
We don't need to do this again. Statlander always seems to be in a frenemy type of team.
I know. But maybe she's the one that turns this time. I don't know where we're going with this, but Tekla was missed on the show. I know she wrestled on Collision and whatnot and stuff, but missed her on the show.
I know.
Willow. It felt weird.
Just give me some talking. Give me a talking head at least.
Give me Tekla talking. Give me Willow talking. Give me like some of the mainstays. Give me Camille. She disappeared again already.
They could have even replayed her attacking the thing from Stardom.
Yeah.
The president of Stardom.
You could have showed footage of that. Yeah, and then her reaction after or something. Just keep that momentum going. I mean, Camille disappeared. I saw Camille. I watched a little bit of Gladiators.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. That's what it is. I don't think I'm ever going back in. I watched the first episode and I was like, you know what? I don't know if I care enough. But Camille looked impressive. I believe there was a few people on there. I was like, oh, all right, Boogs.
I believe Jimmy is going to be watching Gladiators because he left a comment a couple of weeks ago that Jelly Roll was going to ruin that for him. So maybe Jimmy, in the comments, could be our correspondent of what's going on American Gladiators.
Yeah, maybe I keep tuning in. I don't know, but I feel like it looked really fake. I feel like The Miz wasn't in there. I feel like he was behind a green screen when he was talking to him at some point. The crowd reaction seemed fake. I'm just like, I don't think I'm coming back. Although they do got the cheap-ass names like Gladiators have. So, let's see.
Marcus, so out of random, that show that I said I was watching that's got Chris Jericho now in it.
Yeah, Meg has money troubles or something like that?
Yeah. Also in the ring with him, Nicole Kidman.
What? She's on that show?
Yeah. It's wild.
She wrestling?
I don't know. I haven't seen the episode yet, but I saw a clip of Nicole Kidman is in it. I was like, oh, okay. Now I'm intrigued.
I saw an image of Jericho on the show. So this show seems like it might be something that, instead of the Hogan documentary, please guys, watch either whatever she has, Money Troubles, Margot, Meg, I don't remember what the name
Yeah,
was.
you'll see it. It's immediately on Apple TV. It's the biggest thing they're promoting at the moment.
Yeah, watch that. Watch Michael. Watch television or something, whatever's coming out. Avoid the Hogan documentary, even though because I saw something from the Hogan documentary. They was talking about no one's ever done this many drugs, but I'm like, but do you believe Hogan? I don't believe him. I don't believe him.
How dare you say nobody's done this many drugs
man.
when Scott Hall exists?
Shawn Michaels lived through Scott Hall and shit, like Jeff Hardy and shit. Like I just think Hogan's lying about his dosage of what he was taking. Just saying. I haven't seen the show. I don't know what's going on, but I don't want it.
I watched Stephanie McMahon's interview with Paige.
I just saw before you get to that, I just saw the her Paige's Instagram post. It kind of choked me up a little bit, but it also made me mad. It made me mad. You want to know why it made me mad? This is a post about her finding out she's cleared and can return to WWE.
Oh, that was cute.
Yeah. It was cute, Benny, but you know what? I'm a little angry. Not about me being angry. It has nothing to do with me. If I'm Tony Khan, man, fuck you. That's what I'm looking at. You never wanted to be here. You fucking no good piece of shit. And I'm talking about this is Tony saying. I'm not saying that. You over here crying, getting emotional, talking about how I didn't think I'd ever come home. I didn't think this process was so different. I'm happy. I'm so happy. Like getting emotions about coming back to WWE. And I'm Tony Khan was like, I'll let you wrestle. I'll let you do whatever you want. I gave you everything. I can't believe you just wanted to go back to WWE. She's like, it's been such a long road. Like the AEW run didn't happen. I'm just saying, it don't feel like it happened, but I'm just saying, I had me feeling some type of way, but I thought, you know what? I'm happy for you. You've been through a lot. She's been through a lot. Drug addiction, domestic violence, and being only 33, younger than
8 years sober. 8 years sober.
Younger than all the horsewomen, which they showed the thing, and I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. So I'm happy for her. I'm happy she's happy, and hope she has a decent final run, as she said. But Manny, what happened with her on Stephanie? I'm sorry to jump in with that.
Oh man, there was one bit that was funny and depressing at the same time. So she was talking about that time all her stuff got leaked online. And then she was like, I'm gonna call my dad. She said I went out and hid in a bush. And I went to call my dad. I was like, if he isn't cool with it, I'm gonna end my life.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what I was like, wow. That's how must have embarrassed and shamed she must have been feeling, as well as like everything on top of that she probably already going on with all the drug addiction and everything.
Yeah.
And then she called her dad, and then her dad she said was like really wasn't what she was expecting. He's like, well, it could make you a star, Kim Kardashian.
You know what? I bet you in the back of her dad's mind going, fuck, this is terrible. Fuck, I can't believe my daughter's alive like this, and shit going on. But as the father, he maybe stepped back and was like, let me see how the way. I don't know, she's probably under stress. Let me make it feel all right. You want to make some money? You making it work. That's a wrestling dad right there. You can tell. Like, you can make some money on this.
Yeah, so I was like, it was sad, but like, at least the dad understood and saw the bright side to it.
Manny, when you think of the dad, who you see?
Typhoon.
I don't know if you know him. You see Typhoon? I don't think of that. I think of Nick Frost from fucking Fighting with the Family, from Shaun of the Dead. I don't know. I honestly don't know what her actual family looks like. I know what her mom looks like, but I don't know what her dad actually looks like. Yeah, her mom looks like she'd kill people, like just for fun. Her dad, I only see him, and I can just imagine him getting that phone call, and I imagine him from Shaun of the Dead, just sitting on the couch, like, being a dumbass. But I find that fascinating, and like, no one knows how to react to that. Like, people could, I mean, I've made jokes about, everybody's made jokes or said things and around, but I could never imagine being in that situation. The probably the most embarrassing way possible. A sex tape bleeping, like, and you know what? Like, I don't care if she fucked 2 guys. I don't care what women do. It's her life. But be recorded, like, secret.
Maybe
I don't know if it was secretly.
Like, everyone has a sex life. You know
yeah,
what I mean,
yeah. People fuck. I can imagine her dad. I imagine you out there fucking, but you know.
I mean, I don't think he literally imagines it.
No, not literally, but you know what I mean. Like, parents know their kids are out there fucking.
Yeah.
Like, but they're not thinking of it. They're like, all right. Like, her dad could go like, well, I just don't never search that last name page or something on my search engine because I know what comes up and I don't want to see any of it. Or do you stomach it up and be the father? Hey, it wasn't that bad, honey. What? No, it wasn't that bad. You can get over it.
So, yeah. For me, Dynamite was a good show, but like, it was a pure wrestling show.
Yeah, I thought Dynamite was a good show. I'm not saying Dynamite was bad at all. Not. They both shows were really good. I just prefer NXT. I thought it had more energy. Dynamite seemed like it was just very wrestling heavy, and none of the matches were bad. Every match was fine. The main event was spectacular. I just thought I had more fun with the drama of NXT.
The problem with the main event is I'm not going to care about it in about 2 weeks.
Yeah. Maybe in 2 weeks, because he's going to get a proper opponent where you go, hey, he's fighting Takeshita. That could be it. This could be it. Or something like that, you know? But when you fight Ciampa, Brody, Orange Cassidy, maybe next week or something.
I don't think Orange Cassidy's next. I think I know who's next.
Briscoe. Joe?
Hechicero.
Oh, yep. When you going to do Hit the Cerro, maybe Joe, you will be like, oh, okay, he returned this week. And as a cliff note.
Against a man wearing all gold.
Yeah.
You should be allowed to wear gold if you're a jobber like that.
Here's my thing. Joe returned, and they were like, so Joe makes his return. He did the match with the jobber, and they had Hook on stage and whatever. And I was like, this should feel like a big deal. He should say something. I feel like he was supposed to say something. But nope. It was just like, I'm back. Okay. I don't remember why you were gone, Joe. I'll be honest. I don't remember why you were gone. Like, in my head, I had him getting driven through a wall, but I think that was like 3 years ago. And I think that was Jericho. So, Jericho had his shit going on, and I was like, whatever, but it happened. He was dealing with the bald man. Yeah, I mean, I thought both shows were good, but I prefer NXT.
Yeah, and looking forward to SmackDown. I'm hoping it's more focused on new beginnings rather than the bullshit that comes after it.
Well, we're already getting the bullshit. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I know that, but I learned. I was listening to something. It might have been Stevie. More than likely, it was probably Stevie. Where everyone's, do you know where we all blame Triple H for things?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's got the full final say of what's going on over on WWE, because they were talking about how they were talking about the interview. No, it was James Romero. That was it. He was talking about the interview of is it
Mark Shapiro?
The Shapiro guy?
Yeah, Mark Shapiro.
Mark Shapiro. And they were talking about how they have final say.
Yeah.
Final say on certain things. So like normally when we blame Triple H, I don't think Triple H is the be all end all problem, because if they get rid of Triple H, they'll just bring in some other yes man to go in there and just accept what the changes they do and all the celebrity involvement and everything. So like they could potentially throw in. I don't know. Let's throw another wrestler in there. I don't know who.
Well, you gotta think of they could throw Kyle Brandt from Good Morning Football, who was beefing with Seth Rollins today, apparently.
But they
He
could
was like,
throw
"Hey, here we
anyone
go."
in there. Yeah, they could throw anyone in there, and then literally just be like, okay, yeah, do this.
Yeah.
Okay, boss.
Yeah, so I'm over blaming Triple K. I will say his name like when you say fire Russo, because that is the figurehead who sits there and calls it creative and whatnot, whatever. But at the end of the day, I think I've switched to it's TKO's fault. And since they got to WWE, they've taken away the joy and just turned to basically capitalism, the show.
Yeah, if you
So
listen
shit.
to Ariel Hawani, he called it soulless.
Yeah, it feels like that. I went. I
It's been
talked to the
feeling like
people.
for the last 2 years.
Yeah, I was talking to people who went to WrestleMania. They had a good time. They had a great time in the venues
But you would
and
always have a good time
events around.
if
Yeah, yeah,
if
yeah.
you go there.
But they also agree. Like night one was absolute trash, but they had a great time and stuff. You know, kids and shit, and family. But I just feel like like TKO is trying to take all that away from it. Like the family owned business that WWE kind of felt like, even though it was public, kind of feels like it doesn't belong to the people anymore, or the family. Just belongs to, it's just a corporation. It's no different than McDonald's or Starbucks or fucking I can't think of any major corporations anymore.
So do you think it's time
the grocery store or
for?
some shit?
Do you think it's time for WWE fans to go to the headquarters or TKO headquarters and just blast Michael Jackson? They don't really care about us.
I'll play that and Man in the Mirror so they can make a change. Say, make that change. And then I'll say, remember the time, and then point up like Steve Austin moments and fucking Kurt Angle and shit, like back to Ruthless Aggression. But yeah, TKO is taking the life out of it. They need to become less hands on and get involved, and let the wrestlers and the people in charge of the show handle the show. That's what I feel. Put me in charge. That's what I'm actually fundamentally.
And then it's apparently the same thing for UFC fans,
Yep.
where
UFC is
they're
taking a
complaining
dip
about.
too.
Yeah, they're talking about how some of the fight cards haven't been like great in the last few UFC events.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time I watched a UFC event. It's something that kind of just fell out of, like, just naturally. Like it has nothing to do with the corporate feel. I'm going for the fights. I don't care about all that shit. It's legit
Sometimes when
street
it's
fights.
yeah, it's sometimes like you get attached to a particular fighter, and then
Hmm.
you tune into that kind of fighter. I haven't watched UFC in probably about 10 years.
Yeah, they haven't created a new star in a moment. I think the last star of UFC was what, like John Jones, but he's gone, and he was like
Well,
a
it was the
star that
likes
was
of
in and
John
out.
Jones, Conor
Francis,
McGregor,
Francis Ngannou, like, Jordan St. Pierre ain't around anymore. Stuff like that. All those
Anderson
guys.
Silva.
Yeah, all these greats who've been around for all this time, and we're just left with a bunch of fuckboys who go, "Hey, that's the president. Let's kiss his ass." And I'm like, who cares? I don't care about any guys. They don't have a personality. They don't have a Ronda. They don't even have a who's Amanda Nunes right now. They don't have anybody that I feel like this person. They put them on the stage. They are box office, and maybe it's because I'm not watching. I don't notice them anymore, but it fell out, and I don't see potential in anybody. There's no one that makes me go, "Wow, that person's on this talk show or doing this interview, and I need to know who this person." But no big fights. No big fights.
Thing is, I get it because as a business, you do want to make money.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. But there has to be a fine line of who is this for, because wrestling is more of a family-run thing, and it's for all to enjoy. UFC is more of a adult kind of thing where most people you don't bring kids to these types of fights.
Yeah. UFC has been so bad. I think boxing has had a resurgence. That's how bad I think UFC has been.
But then even TKO is getting their hands into the boxing.
Yeah, with Zuffa
Realm.
boxing and all that. Yeah, with Netflix.
Yeah.
I think that's why. I don't know what's going on with UFC. They were already low-bar fighters, and the boxing people were making real money. So a lot of their people would be like, "Well, I make more money in boxing. Just to have my name right now, like a Tyron Woodley or, whoever out there. Even Anderson Silva's still fighting random fights out there. They're like, oh, I just make more money doing boxing. I'm getting real money instead of UFC, who's lowballing their fighters. And it's just a clusterfuck over there. Like, they seem to have, and I'm still in a phrase from you guys, but I do say it, lost the plot. They have lost the plot at UFC.
I haven't used lost the plot in a long time. More like, what is this shit?
Yeah. You do say a lot of, what is this? What is this shit? When we do our watch-alongs, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
But that should conclude the show. We gave you an extra, probably like 20 minutes of talking about UFC.
It could be a good proportion. It could be an extra 30 minutes, to be honest. We could have wrapped this up a long time ago. Yeah. We just drifted off into other things during conversations about.
Honestly, our show ended when Renee Paquette was the cuck. That was the end of the show. It was so funny. It was nothing. Everything else in this is like our opinions and real, actual, professional as close as we can get to analysis of stuff. We're like giving opinions. There were no jokes. Renee Paquette was a cuck, and that was the end. That's all you get from the show.
That's the only thing that really stood out of the show. Is that your only takeaway from this show? Renee Paquette's a cuck.
Yeah, I would also like to add, I'm not watching the draft, but I made fun of Cowboys fans because I was like, oh, who are the Cowboys draft? This is early in the morning with someone I work with. Oh, who's the Cowboys? What do they think about? It's like, oh, for sure they're gonna kill a quarterback and all that. I was like, my joke was, I don't think Jesus Christ is in this. You have to help your franchise. So you guys are screwed. There is no Jesus in this. So
as you say that, the Cowboys are about to make their selection.
Wow, what is
this?
I don't know what they took the first part, but I'm gonna look at
I can't even remember what they took in the first round.
I'm curious what Eric's gonna think of Michael on Sunday, because we will be back Sunday, and talk about it. I'm not gonna be able to see Michael until probably Monday, or maybe I go Saturday night. But I'm sure everything's gonna be finished by then. By the time I get off work, I may not even want to do it, but eventually I'll get there. In my job, though, the black people have like this secret conversation where we just walk up, you're gonna go see Michael. It's kind of funny. all random black people, including myself, going, "You want to see Michael? Yeah, I'm going.
You know, like, if it was a secret, Marcus, you'd wear a glove, and that's it. That's all you needed to say. One glove.
No, Manny, we just go, Jamon.
No, because I don't think many people can do that move. The tiptoe thing. Right?
Yeah.
If you did tiptoe thing, one, you probably break your knees and your toes.
I'm hitting the ground hard. I know that. I'm hitting the ground hard.
If I did it, I think the state my legs are in today, going down the stairs was so hard. Up and down the stairs was so hard. If I did it today, I think everything would just all the wheels, the car, everything will fall apart.
All right, quick question about Michael, Manny. Somewhere in some weird timeline, they put you on stage and they say, Manny, you have to sing and dance to a Michael Jackson song. What are you doing? What song? How are you are you gonna make it through with the dancing? What are you gonna do?
Well, I have to do the dancing too.
You gotta try to dance. You gotta sing and dance. You gotta basically be Michael Jackson. They're in some universe they're making you. I can't imagine me or you or Eric or any of us trying to act this realistically. But
I'm gonna have to do one of the Jackson 5 songs because those ones that have the least amount of choreography.
Just do a little spin, come back to the mic.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Because if you go and watch this film, the choreography gets crazy as it gets older.
That should be the question for Sunday. Maybe that's the question. Give me your Jackson 5 over wrestlers. Who's your Jackson 5? And it's not your favorite 5. You can just pick 5 wrestlers basically.
No,
and you gotta pick a Michael out of them.
No, okay. To make this harder, you have to use the wrestling names. So like, if you went the Storms.
Oh wow! So it has to be everybody with the same last name. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm still going Jackson. I think I can get enough out of that.
Ezekiel Jackson, Matt and Nick
Ezekiel?
Jackson.
I forgot about the Young Bucks. Oh shit! There was someone I had in my mind. Oh my god! It wasn't Rampage Jackson. It was someone else. Fuck. I have to think it through. But it was somebody else I had in my mind. I just forgot. But yeah. So on the next show, if you make it to the end of the show, for the 5 people that do watch this, and thank you guys for chiming in and commenting. We appreciate all your support. But comment, leave your 5 greatest, or probably under the next video. This video's dead. But on the Sunday show, give us
And we'll
your
also take first
Jackson
names.
5. Yeah.
We'll also take first names.
So Jackson Drake fits in.
Jackson Drake can fit in, or you could go all the Adams, like Adam Page, Adam Cole, Adam Copeland,
Oh! Or you can get all the pages.
Adam Bomb.
Ethan Page, Zaria Page. I don't know. Just go for it. Any wrestler last name. Go with the blend.
First or last name. As long as they've got. If you're gonna go like, so for instance, House Jackson, they have to have Jackson either first name, middle name, last name.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to add Jakar Jackson to that and stuff like that, it has to be like that, similar to that.
Yeah.
In the name. And if they had indie names, go for it too. Like, oh yeah, this person. Don't give me that in front of 5 people. Shotzi Blackheart once went by Taylor Jackson. Don't give me that shit. No one knows her as that. I don't want that. Right? That would be so stupid. Like, what? Don't give me that. Give me something. If you're going to pick the blacks, I'd rather see Alistair and Malachi both in there.
Will you allow if you went blacks, right? So Alistair Black, you're gonna accept if you will you allow Shotzi Blackheart in there?
I will. I would count that as creativity points for getting somebody in there. Here's the blacks. I can imagine saying, "Here's my get the blacks."
The black. House
Tyler Black. The House of Black is just in there.
Oh.
But yeah, that's a fun video, honestly.
Yeah, I've got to do research now.
I gotta look at wrestlers' names. I'm sure I'm not going Nikolai Volkov. The Volkovs.
I don't think there's any Volkovs, and I think he might be the only Nikolai.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what Nico's name in what's the culling? What's the Nico short for?
Is it
I'm
Nico
sure his name.
Vance?
Huh?
Is his name
No.
Nico Vance?
His name is Nico something, but I don't know what the Nico's always an abbreviation for something.
Yeah,
I
but
never
if
feel
you
like
go
it's-
by Nico, and you don't know, and he's not been given a full name, he's just Nico. You can't make him a Nikolai.
I think the Lees are the easiest. If you go Lee, there's been a million Lees.
Yeah, but this is going to end up being your War Games team. Just remember that.
Yeah. Well, I would like to think it's my team versus your team versus Eric's team, and maybe I could text Eric, and I'll text Eric after this to see if he can put one together. And I'm sure he's gonna Google something. I don't have AI do mine.
Yeah, but you're going to have to Google it.
Oh, you got
There's
it.
some
You got
obvious
it. There's no
one.
way. Yeah.
There's some obvious ones. The Jackson one is probably the easiest one.
Yeah, it's been a lot of Jacksons.
Then there are Percy Jackson.
I may go Browns. I like the Browns. I have a lot of Browns. I have a lot of Browns. I'm going Browns.
Because Monty Brown's one of the best. Rampage Brown.
No. You know what? Save it, man. Save it. Because you're literally naming all my Browns. I mean, because next you were going to say Bad News Brown.
That's what I've got, though. I've got 3.
I got D'Lo Brown. I don't want to keep going. Yeah. I know. There's a lot of Browns. There's secretly a lot of Browns. At the Miz, because he's a Browns fan. But yeah, that concludes our show today.
Yeah. Great concept. Let's execute this Sunday. We'll be back Sunday. And I'll probably give you a review of Eve from Saturday on Sunday.
Okay. I'll try to watch it Saturday night if I can.
It should be
If I'm
quick
not too
because only
tired.
5 matches.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably be able to see it depending on what I'm doing Saturday night. If I decide to go try to see Michael that day, or
Go see Michael,
whatever.
Marcus. You'll enjoy
whatever
it. Go
shenanigans.
see Michael.
Yeah, but I don't want to go after work when I'm tired. And
This will
Sunday
wake you
we
up.
have the show. I may go Sunday.
That will wake you up.
Nah, it probably would, but I don't want to risk it. I don't want to be like, why, tell them that is human nature. Michael, Joseph. It's like just screaming shit.
They really
him,
make
Joe.
you hate Joseph.
Yeah, I mean,
As you should. But they
Yeah.
really make you hate him.
You have to. I've hated Joseph my whole life. I don't know nothing about the man other than hatred.
Marcus, there's a scene in there that will make you really hate him.
Piece of shit.
Watch
I hated
it.
him
How
in the
dare you-
trailer, man.
How dare you do that to Michael?
I know, Manny. I know you won't, but you need to see Jackson's American. I don't even know where you can watch this fucking movie.
I know.
You can watch-
So I was watching a review and I was like, "There's no way." I even looked into it. There's nowhere where this is at.
Look up the Jackson All American Family, whatever it's called, Family Value, whatever the hell that movie's called, the original Jackson movie, which has been the black staple definitive Michael Jackson story and the Jacksons. And I would like you to compare it to the movies because that's how I got to compare this to it because this movie has been seen at least 700 times in my lifetime. It is a
But
black household staple.
That's the thing. I think there's probably more in that movie than there is in this one.
Oh. But that
Because-
one ends early too. That was ended in the 90s. Like,
Yeah, but
because
that
Michael's
one-
career was done. It was done.
But Marcus, that one doesn't have any legal restraints on that, whereas this one
Yeah.
did. So there's
Yeah.
like when you watch it, it feels incomplete.
Well, the family had all the input and shit too. So, in the other one, it was kind of more like they have input, but Michael's
sort of-
alive, so he can give his side and shit.
I saw a video today. I think his daughter. It was a short, but it went on for about 3 minutes. So it wasn't necessarily that short. But she said she doesn't know anything, but like all his fans, the majority of his fans will enjoy this movie. I saw the first draft of the script. They sent it to me. I gave them some of my input. The only thing I heard back from them was we're not taking any of the input. And she's like, okay, I'm not gonna go watch this.
Just because I wanted him to go, this is, my life is a thriller. That's it. Shit movies are dialogue like that. When people be like, what? That's the song, Thriller. Let's do it. Why not?
But yeah, go watch it Saturday and then do this whole show on Sunday talking like Michael.
Yeah, and shout out to Zaria for the murder for this episode, and tune in Saturday or Sunday for the remainder of the show. My favorite is the referee's reaction of, shit. They gonna blame me for this shit. The cameraman just doing his job. She's dead, so what? This is hilarious.
The black guy holding his phone.
Yeah. Like he's filming Zaria. So's dead. His reflexes are so slow. I bet you he was trying to get the fall, but it was too slow. It was like, oh no. He pushed her already?
What was that website? No, he yelled out "World Star" when he had it out his camera. World Star.
World Star! This was some ratchet ass shit though. It was a good match too. I know we didn't talk about much of it. I thought it was a really good match.
It
The
was.
Soul Snatcher on
I
top of
just
the
thought when they
podium
got
thing was
to the
nice.
platform, it was stupid, but
Yeah. I like the Soul Snatcher up there, but because I thought it had that sense of danger if they're gonna fall out. The hug and for Soul to fall for that is ridiculous.
I kind of wish they both went through the
Yeah.
table, and then Zaria got up at the end.
A Sherlock Holmes Moriarty situation where they just supposed to take each other out. That'd be
Yeah.
nice.
But yeah, we'll catch you Sunday. Peace.
Penis.
Papa.